Some stories don't just shock you, they change you forever. This is the story of how betrayal, heartbreak, and revenge all collided in one unforgettable moment. Not in private, but on the very day that was supposed to be the happiest of someone else's life. It all began like any other friendship. Two boys growing up side by side, sharing secrets, dreams, and victories. Through school, college, and even into adulthood, the bond only grew stronger. He wasn't just a best friend, he was more like a brother. And when I got married, naturally, he stood right beside me as my best man, raising a glass to toast a future filled with happiness. Or so I thought. What I didn't know was that the person I trusted most in the world, the man who called me brother, was hiding a secret so dark it could destroy me. And the person who had sworn to love me forever, my wife, was helping him keep it. At first it was small things, late-night texts she brushed off as work messages, little disappearances explained away with excuses. I wanted to believe her, I needed to believe her, but deep down, something felt wrong. One night, I couldn't ignore it anymore. I followed her when she said she was going to meet a friend. And what I saw confirmed my worst nightmare. My wife and my best friend together, laughing, touching, completely oblivious to the fact that they had just shattered my world. I felt like the ground beneath me had collapsed. Betrayal doesn't just cut, it burns. And in that moment, I knew this wasn't going to end quietly. Most people would have confronted them right away. But me? I decided to wait. I decided to hit harder. Because I knew something they didn't. His wedding was coming up. The perfect stage, the perfect audience, the perfect revenge. The day finally arrived. Dressed in my suit, I walked into the hall, not as a friend, not as a guest, but as a man with a secret weapon. The ceremony began beautifully. Flowers, music, smiles everywhere. He stood there in front of everyone, glowing with pride, waiting to marry the woman of his dreams. But little did he know, the nightmare was about to begin. When it came time for the speeches, I stood up. Everyone expected warm words, stories of brotherhood, and blessings for the future. And at first, I gave them that. But then, I paused. My voice dropped. And I said, but behind every smile, there can be lies. Behind every friendship, there can be betrayal. And behind every marriage, there can be secrets. The room grew silent. Eyes turned toward me. And that's when I revealed it all. Every late-night message, every meeting, every hidden moment between him and my wife. Gasps filled the room. The bride stood frozen. The groom's face drained of color. My wife? She couldn't even look up. It was chaos. Guests whispering, families furious, the wedding unraveling right before their eyes. And me? I walked out calmly, leaving them to face the mess they created. Because in the end, revenge wasn't about shouting or fighting or violence. It was about truth. And the truth had just destroyed them in the most public way possible. I lost a wife. I lost a best friend. But what I gained was freedom, clarity, and the knowledge that sometimes the best revenge is simply exposing the lies for everyone to see.